So we knew this was coming. Black women are lashing out at passport bros. Black women are lashing out at passport bros. They are fucking furious. They are going ballistic. Let's go ahead and jump into this video right here. I want you guys to have a look at this. This video is titled "Her Message to Passport Bros." Foreign women can have our trash. She is so disrespectful. But I want you to hear what this woman has to say, because this is just downright terrible.
I support the passport bro movement. The reason I support is because it's the lesser men who are choosing to leave. I'm going to suggest that you go.
I mean, wow.
We're not losing anything by losing you. Apologies to foreign women. I do not mean to be disrespectful and just dump our American garbage on your shorelines. You're not
Holy fucking cow. Our American garbage on your shorelines. Like, that's a lot of anger, and that is a lot of hatred. And she seems to think that this is going to bring these men back. Oh my goodness. It's no wonder that these men are leaving, but my God, listen to the anger, hatred, and animosity this woman has towards African American men that are walking away, going overseas, and finding wives with Filipinas.
Hurting my feelings or any other woman's feelings by removing your weak, lesser self from the market, which you have already been rejected.
Go. I mean, these women are angry as hell. They are furious as fuck. I mean, the level of anger, my gosh.
So welcome back to More to Life. Not gonna hold you. Let's do it.
This is why this video is titled the way that it is. I support the passport bro movement. The reason I support is the lesser men who are choosing to leave. Let them go. Understand that in Western nations, the dating market is the varsity league. Okay. Yes, our standards are high. Yes, our demands are at least on par with what the demands of women are. Yes, we expect to have men that treat us a certain way. And if you can't meet those demands.
See, now, I'm going to side with her on that. And I get it. Okay. You expect a certain amount of stuff, a certain treatment, right? And guys want the same as well. But she's not understanding what's happening, right? The guys that are leaving, some of these guys, they're not the guys they don't want. They are the guys you don't want, as far as the guys with swag and the guys that have a thug mentality, right? Or the guys that have that natural attitude, that natural oomph about them to get any girl they want, right?
So you just think about these guys that have that natural oomph about them. Sometimes they don't have that money in their pocket, or even if they do, they don't want you. All these women want Chris Brown, but Chris Brown doesn't want you, boo. I mean, you can't even touch Chris Brown. Y'all acting like Chris Brown is Jesus. I mean, y'all really take a step back, because if Chris Brown was Jesus, a lot of y'all would be headed to hell, because he wouldn't let y'all into heaven. Just telling y'all how it is. And these women that are saying, you know, every woman has a certain expectation of men. But these American women, they're out of their minds. The average American woman makes $36,000 a year. The average American man makes $50,000 a year. Men making over $100,000 a year are about 17% of American men make $100,000 a year or more. But only 8%, or like 8.6% of American women make $100,000 or more per year. So men significantly out-earn women, but women make 80% of all consumer purchases. So basically, men are saving their money while women are spending their money, even though men are making significantly more money than women on average. The problem is that these women, regardless, they're making $36,000 a year on average. Men are making $50,000 a year on average, but that's not good enough, because these women want men who are millionaires. They want men who make at least $100,000 a year. That's $100,000 a year. That's $300,000 over the course of 3 years. You know, Kevin Samuels once said to a woman, "What are you trying to do with that kind of money?" And she literally had nothing. She could not respond. He said, "What are you trying to do with that kind of money? $100,000 is $300,000 over the course of 3 years. What are you trying to do with that kind of money?" And she could not give him an answer, because in reality, what she's looking for is she wants She wants $20,000 Louis Vuitton purses. She wants to go on a ton of different vacations. She wants to buy a brand new car, probably a brand new Tesla. She wants to live this this lifestyle that's absolutely unbelievable. I was watching the Fresh and Fit podcast, and you had one woman who had a kid saying that, why can't a man who has money take care of a child, because she had a child, and this guy said that a lot of guys aren't going to do that, and she's like, a lot of guys are only making like $50,000 a year, and she said, I'm not talking about broke boys. She referred to millionaires as normal men, and she referred to men who make less than $1 million a year as broke boys. Like, bro.
Not every man has that. Women won't even understand how to identify the men that they want, really. I'm beating a dead horse by saying it over and over again, but this argument will continue. And she's a new woman making a video. But let me let her finish, though.
We don't want you. You did not make the varsity team.
That's a who said.
You're not hurting my feelings or any other woman's feelings by
She's
removing your weak, lesser self from the market, which you have already been rejected.
Who do you think you are?
Because let me let you know, the good men who meet the standards are not having problems in the dating market over here.
When we're looking for an ideal guy, they have to be above 6 feet, make at least six figures.
They're fine and getting married.
And she thinks that she is this unbelievable beauty queen. Like, that's the next thing. Like, she thinks she is beautiful, so gorgeous, and she can pull these men who are making ridiculous amounts of money, that are these guys that are stupid tall, above 6 feet, that are making six figures and have all these different qualities. These are the women they think that they're entitled to them. Like, this is unbelievable. They want a guy who's like one of the top athletes. They want NBA players, guys who are the top athletes in the world, guys who are over 6 feet tall. All right, guys who have dicks as long as Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is short, but he's a big dick. I mean, they want guys that live these lifestyles that are just really not attainable for the average guy, and that's okay. It's okay for the average guy not to be able to afford a private jet. I mean, these women are fucking delusional.
We've got those. The men who are griping and whining and complaining and all that, they're the men that can't meet our standards. So what do we look like complaining about the men who we don't want in the first place? I'm not going to complain about the D students leaving the honor roll class. You're getting a D and an F in the class.
Because I'm big and you're small, and I'm right and you're wrong.
I'm going to suggest that you go. I don't want you to stay. We're not losing anything by losing you. The way that I support y'all leaving, I wish I could pack
salty as fuck
you on the boat. I would make.
Well, it is losing, because the men that these women want, they're in small supply, right? The guys that are 100,000, 6 foot tall, let's even take out 6 foot tall. The guys making over 100,000. There's not a lot of people making 100,000, right? Most people are average, so you don't qualify for those guys. Kevin Samuels spent 2 to 3 years showing women how the guy that you want, you don't qualify for.
I don't know why you want it, other than the fact is you don't want to work. But you don't get it just because you want it.
You don't qualify with your attitude.
You have to earn it and deserve it.
And that's why women in other countries are better, because they don't expect much. And they're just looking for a guy that can provide, right? That's what it's really all about. You do have women back home, some, very small amount, that are like that too. But jumping on here, bashing guys, and participating in what the other women are doing, it's such a bad example for the woman out there, right? The only reason why she deserves attention from me right now is for guys to understand, look, you can do it. So many guys need to hear that. That's why the Passport Bro movement is extremely important, right? Because it's showing other guys, hey, look, you can leave, you can find success, you can find happiness. It's out there. And
I mean, guys, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, there's one other thing I want to show you guys, and I'll link all the videos in the description of the video in case you want to watch the videos yourself, in case you want to check them out for yourself. Because I know you guys like to watch the full videos, but I want to show you this because like I want to show you something else because this is really what's happening out here. This is what's really happening out here because these women are out here acting the fool and don't realize that the men aren't putting up with this shit. And by the way, before we get to you guys, just remember if you're enjoying these videos, please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. They'll support the channel so that we continue to grow and put out more quality content for you guys. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this other video. I want you guys to see this, what men are really doing. This one is titled "He Found Love in the Philippines: A Veteran Story." This is from the Philippine. This is from the Filipina P.
Hi folks, the Filipina P here, and I have here Ella Grace from my last week's video, and she brought Dalton, the boyfriend. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the Philippines.
Okay, so this is a Filipina, and she brought her boyfriend Dalton, and I want you guys to listen to the story. I want y'all to listen. Just listen to the story because this is not a game. This is real life. This is what's really happening. A lot of people don't seem to comprehend that this shit's not gonna it's gonna continue progressing in this direction. More and more men are just gonna keep on waking up and seeing this for what it is. This guy right here, this is a veteran, but let's check this out.
Please give us a little background about yourself.
So I am retired officially as of 1 February from the U.S. Air Force.
Okay.
I've been in the Philippines since October.
October, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And are you planning to stay here for good?
Yes. The plan is to stay here for good. I'm 43. I'm soon to be 44 next month.
Next month. Well, guys, happy birthday. Are there any big plans?
Go to the beach.
Go to the beach.
Yeah.
What's your first impression of the Philippines, Dalton?
Beautiful. The people here are very welcoming, always smiling. From what I've seen, very hospitable. Yeah, it's been great. I've been very blessed and fortunate.
I heard you guys have good news.
Yes. We are expecting. It looks like most likely it's a boy. And
Wow.
When are we expecting? August?
Yeah, almost.
August?
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. So how did you know about
So they're expecting a baby in 3 months. But what's really interesting is I want you to listen to the story. I want you to listen to how he found his Filipina. This is absolutely insane. This is a guy who was in the military for, I believe, 20 years. He's now out of the military. He's going to be collecting his military pension. That's a good amount of money, all right? It's a fair amount of money, especially when you're living in a country like the Philippines. And he's not going to have to work anymore. So now he has his woman, he has his chick, and he's collecting his pension. And just check this out. This is a respectable guy, by the way. This is a respectable guy. He served for many years, served for about 20 years in the U.S. Air Force. You have to be smart to get into the Air Force, all right? They don't just take anybody into the Air Force. The Air Force is the place that everyone wants to get into. This is an intelligent guy, all right? To stay in the Air Force, you also have to stay in shape, all right? You have to stay in shape. So this is pretty much it. This guy, this is pretty much as he is. He's an intelligent person. He's intelligent, he's an intelligent guy. He's a hardworking guy, very dedicated. He helped protect the country for 20 years. All right. He put in his time. He's a veteran. He has excellent benefits. All right. I mean, excellent benefits, health insurance, everything else. His family the woman he marries will be taken care of. And he has his pension. So he will not have to work. But let's continue.
You find this lovely lady?
Through YouTube.
Okay.
Just prior to coming to the Philippines, I had been 4 years in Germany, and then I did 4 years in Japan, and then in Portugal. Okay. About 10 years or a little over that I've been out of the United States that I've not lived there. So, I was just thinking of places to live, and the Philippines was one of those where it will allow me off of my whatever pension I get. And I just started looking up. Your channel was one of the first that popped up. There were a few other ones as well, and I happened to come on to her sister's with her.
Okay. Yeah. What made you decide to message Ella Grace?
Well, one, I love the dress that she was wearing in that.
What were you wearing?
In that thumbnail.
That's my sister. Okay.
And I just loved, from what I could see, her kindness, her caring. OFW almost 4 years, and most of what she was making, she was sending back to her family, for her kids and her her mom and dad that were taking care of her.
You know what? An
And, you know,
interesting
just
thing that a lot of guys are saying. A lot of guys are like, people are saying, well, if you marry a Filipina, she's gonna take your money and use it to provide for her family. One, that's something you have to talk with her about. Like, you have to really speak to her and say, listen, I don't want to support your family, or if you're going to support your family, exactly what you expect of me. But on the other hand, you also have to factor this in. Here in the United States, we abandon our parents. Like, I mean, look at the baby boomers. They took their parents, they tossed them into all folks' homes, and they sold off all their property and lived off that shit for as long as they could. And now that money's running out, and they're coming after the millennials. I mean, this is well, the millennials are fucked. We're already they've already fucked us. I mean, they've churned everything they can really churn out of us. I mean, they'll find something else, but they've fucked us pretty good with student loans. But they're trying to go after the Gen Z right now. But Gen Z is kind of like doing like the Harlem Shake right now, because like they're like, not the boomers like, come on kids, time to go to college, and the Gen Z is like, yeah. College, we're not so sure about those student loans. Can we read those? Can we read the fine print? Can we have a few years to look this shit over? The Uber's like, no, you go to college. And the Gen Z is like, or what, motherfucker? Or what, old man? I'll whoop your ass, old man. Don't you talk to me like that. Don't you fucking talk to me like that, old man. And the boomers are shocked. The boomers are shocked, okay? The boomers are shocked. They're like, you know what, you fucker? I was just trying to help you. I was trying to help you to be successful. And the Gen Z is like, don't you lie to me, you son of a bitch. I see what's happened to the millennials, all right? You know how many millennial chicks are selling ass right now? Huh? You know how many millennials are selling ass right now on OnlyFans to pay back student loans? That's what you want for us, you motherfuckers? That's what you want for us? So they see what's going on. They see what's going on. But you look at a guy like this. This guy is 43 years old, so he's one of the youngest Generation Xers, youngest Gen Xers, almost a millennial actually. And he's put in the work. And the thing is, like, for example, this woman that he's in a relationship with now, that's pregnant with his baby. She's not the most beautiful woman in the world. You notice that some of these guys go over there, they get really beautiful women. Others, they don't get the most beautiful woman in the world. They get someone that basically they just feel comfortable with. And it's interesting because then they're like this. They're women who are like, these women are going to leave them, but a lot of these women are not the most beautiful women in the world. They're just kind of like at best homely looking chicks, and these men are happy to have them, and these women are happy to have these men. So even if you bring them back to the U.S., it's not like these women are going to be able to like turn around and go grab a Chris Brown or sleep with NBA players, And for a Filipina, the center of her life is her family, so she knows that going out and doing these types of things will only create problems in her life, and she won't have anything because what she's looking forward to. What she knows that when everything goes to hell, it will be her family that's there for her.
Said to myself, man, I can't even imagine, the sacrifice and commitment that takes. So, she seemed very humble, and so I reached out, created a Facebook account, Messenger.
You didn't have a Facebook account prior to that?
No, not at all.
Oh wow!
And
so you made a Facebook account and sent her a message.
Sent her a message, just kind of like, hello, my name is Dalton. I saw your video, your interview with your sister. I would love the opportunity to meet you. If you'd like that, please give me a call. So.
What was your reaction to Dalton's first message? Were you excited? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I asked Dalea, my sister.
Okay.
Then Dalea told me, okay, you just message him. You try to call him. Then I called him also, but that time he's sleeping.
Oh, he was sleeping at that time. Okay. Yeah. Were you amazed that she called you? Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was. Because that's something I had never done before, and I was like, you know what? Why not? And when I saw the message, I kind of panicked a little bit because I was like, man, I missed her call. What what if but luckily when I did call back, she answered. And here we are, and ended up together. Ended up meeting you.
Yeah,
I've seen
awesome.
Some of your videos, and it's like surreal.
It's awesome to meet you guys. This is one of the rewarding things about doing this kind of job, because you're meeting different kinds of people out of other Asian countries. What draws you to the Philippines?
So I had prior to that, I narrowed it down. I was looking at the Philippines. I was looking at Cambodia.
Okay.
And then also I thought about Thailand as well. But to be honest, me not being a linguist, I English is my only language, and sometimes I don't do that well. So the Philippines is definitely easier for people that speak English here. And Filipinos just seem to be natural linguists. Most Filipinos I run into, they know at least 3 languages. Their local dialect, Tagalog, and then English at least. So.
the language barrier.
Yeah, and then also my faith, being a Christian, and the Philippines is big on Christianity, so it was kind of a perfect fit. So.
Well, that's awesome.
I mean, so guys, there you really have it. This is why men are walking away from society, walking away from Western society, walking away from Western women, and say, you know what, I'm going overseas. I'm going to get myself a Filipina. I'm going to live my best life. And this is another reason why the women, these miserable women in the West are going fanatical, and they're furious that these men are leaving because they know that they don't have any other options. They've lost all their options. They've lost their plan B guy. This is why black women are lashing out at the password bros, because they know that they have nothing, but they've been nasty to these men for so long. They don't know how to treat a man with kindness, because the only tactic they've had is to be disrespectful to men, to put down men, to attack men. That's all they've used. Those are tactics. Those are narcissistic tactics used to control people. But now that the men are running away, they're walking away. They have nothing else. They don't know how to use. They don't know how to use honey. All right, they don't have that shit. They don't have any femininity, so they're fucked. But I mean, it's the situation they put themselves in, and I don't feel sorry for them. And again, guys, if you are enjoying these videos, you need to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and share the videos to help the channel continue growing. But let me know what you think about this, that black women are lashing out of passport bros because they're out of options now. They're plan B guys. They're like, fuck this shit, I'm out. All right, now, fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't even care. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. Well, that's everything for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll talk more about this. Go ahead and you see, I've got to do the outro now, but it gets hard. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, which is men walking away. And cheers. Guys, you need to support the channel. So support us on Subscribe Star. You can find a link in the description of the video. Peace.